Hey everyone, welcome back to the mid-season premiere of Empire. We are back. We're so excited. We've missed you. We're so glad you're here. Don't forget to use the hashtag EmpireAS. We can't wait to hear about your tweets and talk about the show. It was epic. All right, so we have to start talking off the show with Rhonda falling down the stairs, okay? We ended the episode last season with it, and we have to talk about it.
Absolutely. First of all, we're going to say what's up to our new co-host, Seanne Murray. Get round applause, Seanne Murray.
Thanks, everybody.
Seanne Murray, she's fabulous, you guys.
She's awesome. She has some great inside scoop for you, so
Inside scoop.
I'll share what I can, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Hey, guys, Jason Carter here. Back up in it. Starr, I agree with you. The spring premiere.
Spring premiere.
Spring, that's what we're calling it. The spring premiere was everything. And when we left off in November, Rhonda, okay, and you know, people are gonna be so mad at me because I thought the way Rhonda fell off the stairs was like,
it was epic.
Comical.
It was funny, right?
But the
serious, but funny.
The outcome.
It was dramatic. It was dramatic.
To say the least, dramatic,
yeah.
But tonight, I'm really happy how they tied it all in and how they made it. It wasn't as corny as I thought it was going to be. It actually was very powerful and very poignant.
Yeah.
So kudos to them.
She was laying on the ground.
What was so powerful to you?
I think because, normally with Empire, first of all, we're huge fans of the show.
Yeah.
So we dissect this show in its entirety. And normally with Empire, when they have the tendency to glaze over certain things or be overly dramatic and not really authentic. Well, like, normal people would not react the way some of the things that go down on Empire would react.
Exactly. So, it's a bit over the top.
I thought it was actually not as dramatic as it could have been, to tell you the truth. Because the whole rolling down the stairs was super drama.
Because it was the finale.
Right.
So they always make things a little over the top.
That was the cliffhanger.
But then when the fact that she lost her baby, she didn't have like that deep emotion that I would have expected.
I feel like the emotion was more inside, and she's going to break.
Right.
Well, there's going to be that
it's coming. Maybe
as Jason said earlier, it's the calm before the storm.
Well, it's also because she's thinking it was her fault because she's thinking she slipped.
Right.
And so she doesn't maybe want to feel that whole thing yet.
But it was interesting how she had that moment of Jesus that came to her, and then the light shined through as if the baby was kind of going to heaven. And you can't have a baby with someone who doesn't have the same faith with you. I mean, it just seems like
you can. People do that all the time.
But it's going to be dramatic.
Well, it is because he's like a holy roller now.
Yeah,
so because he's a holy roller, and now she's saying there is no God.
Which
that's
was
going to be a major problem.
A major problem, absolutely, Sean. But the thing was about going back to the scene where the baby and God and all that. I feel like, as you said too, she's suffering from post-traumatic stress, and we see that, and I know someone who has actually suffered from that, and the ramifications and how that works out in the end, it's a domino effect. You think they're okay, and then all of a sudden it's like this train that hits. So I think Ron is probably going to go off the deep end soon.
Oh yeah, but and when she finds out, she's going to want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Basically, you know what I think is going to happen? Rhonda is going to go Cookie on somebody.
Oh yeah,
right.
Exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
Speaking of Cookie made her comeback in all her million outfits that she had in this episode. We weren't feeling the white one with the green stripes. It kind of looked like a bib. That's okay.
But she did have her fur on in the bed, though.
Yeah, she did.
I like that. That was
She's so funny. I love it. So we have Cookie, who is also trying to get back Empire by getting in through the back door and having them buy her company, which I think is smart. But I feel like Hakeem, who ended up being the CEO so fast, I feel like
Can we just talk about Hakeem for a second?
Yeah, I feel like he was a little too quick to allow them back into the company. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I think Hakeem is hot.
Yes.
And, I think that Hakeem is the hottest guy actually on the show.
No.
Really? He is my favorite character on the entire show.
He's a cute little baby.
Hot. He's not a baby. He's a man. He's a man.
Okay.
He's a man.
He's a 21-year-old man.
And I like the way he moves and the way he raps and the way he talks. Now, I didn't like that suit he had on.
We will get to the suit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let's dissect the fashion of Empire real quick. I mean, look. I guess. I mean, the suit. Okay. Whoever's dressing these people, I don't know if they're going to Buffalo Exchange. Out of the closet. No, just kidding. But I do think that the fashion, out of the closet, if you're not in LA, that's a thrift store, really popular thrift store here in LA. But I think that the fashion, be it as it may be off the wall and a little kooky, it works for them. And I was actually into Hakeem's suit. No, I did not like Cookie's curtain dress.
Bib thing.
Yes.
But Hakeem's suit, I would rock it if I could.
You would not rock that suit.
I would rock it, Sean.
Wear it next week. Wear it next week. I promise.
If I can find it at any thrift location
Yes,
in LA, if you
yes.
guys
The
want
fact
to
that it was so matchy-matchy, even the collar on the like button-down white shirt matched the suit.
Well, that's
Like,
how
it
you
was
do
over
it.
the
That's how you
top.
do it.
A little tacky.
2016, over the top, hashtag over the top.
But that was him being that he thought that was his. He's trying to find his CEO style.
Yes.
Yo.
Right?
He had the staff.
Wait, hold on. It was Christmas all over again for Naomi Campbell.
Naomi.
Yes, her green. I like the green dress mainly because it had the star emblems on them. That was it. I mean, I could rock that at Christmas time and call it Santa.
I saw that tablecloth at Michael's over the holidays.
And
yo.
you know, it's probably like worth like $3,000 for that
It's probably
dress.
like
Well, it's probably
haute
worth way
couture
more than that.
Givenchy.
Yeah.
She's so reckless in her Givenchy dress.
Yes, there she is.
Because
So
they
let's
were
get
a lot
back
of
to the
Gucci on the show.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the storyline. So as we were talking about, is Hakeem he's CEO all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and now he's just giving up the goods, letting the family come back in. Do you feel like it's, on purpose? Is there a task that he's thinking about, or he just loves his family?
Well, I think he loves his family,
Yeah,
and he hates
absolutely.
his father
Right now.
But he loves his family.
Right.
But he's gonna hate his father, I think, for a long, long time.
For this season or the rest of this
But what he
season?
doesn't know is that he betrayed the whole family so badly that it's gonna be hard for him to build a relationship.
Yeah, the ramifications of that are going to be are limitless. But I do think that Hakeem also, we forget Hakeem is really young.
Yeah,
He
he's only
is.
21.
Very young.
He's only 20 on the show. He's not even legally allowed to drink, which
And
we
so-
discovered last season.
So
But he's
bestowing.
always drinking on the show.
Yes.
He's
I mean,
always drinking
yeah.
scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
What's
what
with the
yo.
scotch?
That's what he likes his
I don't
hard
get it.
liquor.
If you come with money, all rules set aside.
I guess so.
But he's also very young, so I mean, at 20 years old, I could never imagine being the CEO of my own empire. I could
But
be
how old was his father when he started it?
probably, but it was a different time
Yeah,
then.
that's
And
true.
they come from the streets. Hakeem has never been in the
Well,
street.
that's the thing.
You know?
Hakeem is soft.
Right.
Right?
Well, I
because
mean-
remember last season when they beat his ass and he let them beat his ass, right?
Well, Cookie tried to get at him this
This
week with the
episode.
broom.
right,
exactly.
right. His
Which-
father's trying to get him to man up.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like with the broom incident, and then with Rhonda losing the baby, and they were like, "You've already ruined this family. You can step aside." And the hospital, I feel like all these like I'm losing my family moments was probably a poignant reason of why he's like, "Okay, Mom, you can be the A&R rep. We'll buy your company.
Right.
We'll buy the other album." So I feel like that's why he was allowing that to happen.
Yeah, and also he's easily swayed. I feel like Hakeem thinks with not his head but with emotions, so he's easily swayed. I mean, if I open myself in Hakeem's shoes, and my mom, whom I love and adore, is like the apple of my eye, was like, "Baby, I need this." I'm like, "Okay, Mom, whatever you want," But then you have Camilla, who's like, pulling his strings too because she's giving up that snappy nappy dugout. So like.
But she's married to the other chick.
Yeah.
So I didn't even understand that whole thing.
I feel like that was all
half
a ploy.
lesbian, half straight. Remember?
Yeah, but she married the other woman, right?
Just so she can get
power.
back.
Right,
So she can get power. So I don't feel like that was a real
So you
marriage
didn't
of
think
love.
that was a real relationship?
No.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still more to come this season, so I can't wait
Some
to get
people,
into that.
The thirst is real.
If you guys are following along on the conversation, make sure you use the hashtag EmpireAS and join in on the conversation. We are loving all your tweets, and on YouTube, we're following all the comments, so make sure you continue to do that. Now, Jamal, he is up for the ASA Awards.
ASA Awards.
He's also he's battling his identity, but he knows who he is. But
Does he?
people in the world are like, are you bi? Are you gay? Are you straight?
with
And maybe
Sky-
it's going against him.
Right. And
So.
absolutely, and him and his mom had the conversation about,
Exactly.
listen, I am who I am, which is really cool because even in my notes I was like, I would not want to have the birds and the bees talk with my mother ever, but it was cool.
Sometimes it goes a little too far with my mom.
Too far.
I know you're watching.
The exchange though, but that's actually in the world today with super big time LGBT community stars.
Right.
They have to deal with that when they're seen with a woman or when they're in a sense, not betraying the community, but some people take offense to that. Like, oh, you're this gay icon, you're this gay celebrity, you're supposed to be like a beacon of hope for the gay community. How can you now be bisexual?
I think that's about branding.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm in the entertainment industry,
Sure.
right?
Right.
So, it's about branding. Who are you? So when you claim who you are, just like what we were talking about earlier, you claim who you are, you can't just be then wobbling back and forth because it confuses people in terms of who's your audience. And I don't agree that he knows who he is so well. I really don't think so. Like,
really?
I don't. When the whole Alicia Keys thing happened, I think he was a little surprised by it.
There was definite chemistry there.
And that's what he said in his monologue, or not his monologue, his speech with his mom.
Right, his monologue.
His monologue, his talk with his mom. He was basically saying, like, maybe I have feelings this one day, maybe I don't, you know what I mean? But I am who I am, and I know in the end of the day, I want to be with the man.
Right.
So that was his,
but
like,
see, I just feel
up.
like he's not really that sure about that.
So
I
Seanne,
just don't quite believe it.
You don't believe it. So,
No.
okay, so you think, and the audience, fill me on this. So you think if the right woman came along and was like, hey, boo.
No,
up?
I don't even think that's
No?
it. I think that he just doesn't really know. He's
still
attracted
growing.
to in that set that they did where he did the song, right?
Right.
It was the men, it was the women,
Sure.
it was the
Menage
orgy, it was everything. And
Quad.
maybe what he is sexually free.
Fluid. He's pansexual.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
that's
don't know
fine.
if he knows that that's what he
Okay,
is. You
all
know?
right. I dig that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I can't
I
wait to
think he
see
believes
more.
in love, though.
Yeah.
Because he
Definitely.
loved that other guy, who cheated on him on the balcony.
Michael.
You remember last time?
Yeah, and he had with Michael, and he had that moment with Jamal. Like, if you have this feeling towards a girl, because not with Jamal. Jamal had the conversation with Hakeem when he was talking about what's the girl's name?
What's her name?
Jane the Virgin.
Maria.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Maria.
I don't think it's Maria.
No, it's Maria.
Okay, we gotta look it up. It's been a while. It's been a while, but you know who I'm talking about. Jane the Virgin, who gave it up way too quickly.
I mean,
No, she did not. They had been dating a while. Now, first of all, the thing I know why you're saying quickly, but it's because he called her a bitch twice.
Twice.
Right?
Twice.
Right?
Yeah.
But he says he was doing it for the family or whatever it was. But I mean,
But the fact that they never exchanged "I love you" before you let him put it in is just a bit much.
That's what the kids are doing these days. Hey,
What are you talking about?
But if she's been waiting this long, I mean, put a ring on
You
it.
think everybody who's ever had sex heard "I love you" before he put it
Hell
in?
no.
I mean,
Star,
on
what?
your first time.
No, sweetie.
On
no.
your first time.
No, not even in the
She
90s
kinda
did they
has
do
a
that.
point. No.
I mean, for real, no.
No, she has a point on your first time,
On
baby.
your first time.
I didn't tell anyone I loved them on my first time. It was like, yo, you want to do this
You're
or not?
You're still waiting to say "I love you."
Like 20 years later. But I will say, though, that sex scene was probably one of the hottest sex scenes on TV.
What did I say about Hakeem?
Well, y'all wouldn't shut up, so I couldn't get into it.
Yo, there
Hakeem
was
is the
lips
man.
and like gyrations and cookies bumping. It was just a lot. Even I was like,
Don't
hold
put
on.
cookies in that conversation. It's
I
like
mean,
thinking
and
about your mom.
It was a little PG
PG-13.
or borderline R.
How old is Maria supposed to be? Do we
She's like
know?
right out of high school,
Yeah,
I'm
she's
sure.
pretty
I'm
young.
sure.
I mean,
But that was a hot scene.
Yeah,
It was
Lee
sexy.
Daniels knew what he was doing when he orchestrated that. He was like, get it in.
See, that's what I'm saying. Hakeem has that thing,
That
though.
thing?
He's got it. As an actor, he's got it.
He's got that it
He's
factor.
got it. He's
But
got
also, okay, as an actor who's got it, Trey Byers tonight in the nursery scene where
Yes.
and Starr, it was really funny. Starr's commentary, you guys, when we were watching the scene because she was like, I couldn't do that. As
I could not.
Dre was packing up the nursery. I have to hire someone to do that for me because, and I thought about that, Starr, and yeah, I mean, it was his first child.
First child, they already made it into like their second or third trimester.
Right.
So you
Right.
already think you're in the clear, and then to have such a tragic accident like this, it's just like, there's no way that I could tear down the nursery. I would be hiring someone to do that and pack it away.
But you know why he probably did it? It was like a respect thing.
course.
I lost my child, and I want to be the one to do it.
Well, he knows
I don't want
Rhonda
anyone
couldn't do
else
it.
to do. Oh, she definitely.
Because
couldn't
Rhonda's
do it.
taking the blame, but it's
Yeah.
interesting because she doesn't feel that, which we all know, Anika pushed her down, or that anyone was in the house to push her
Right.
down the stairs. She feels
thinks
like
it's
she
her
tripped.
fault.
She feels like she
Yeah.
tripped. And so I can't wait to see once the flashbacks start happening for her, when she sees the red bottom shoes. I can't wait for her to realize who Anika is. So this season's about to get good. You guys stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. And after the break, we're going to go to your fan questions. So make sure you use #EmpireAS right now so we can get you a part of the show. We'll see you in a bit.
What I was going to say is,
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
How did you not figure that out?
We had a crazy vampire threesome, and you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
Look at me, I'm dancing.
You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
he was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is quite something.
And we're like, inseparable.
She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't, so come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just
It's so good.
You can't count anything out.
Look at you.
It's been another awesome night at the Stream.tv,
always
guys.
awesome.
Thank you for joining us, you guys.
Yes.
We love you.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. We see you guys on YouTube. Yes, we
Totally.
all feel bad for Rhonda and Andre. It was a sad story, and it's going to be a good arc to have this in the show a little bit. So it was interesting that they let the baby go, but I like that for the storyline.
And what I was gonna say before we went to break is about how Rhonda made the phrase she doesn't believe in God, and then you have Andre who's super religious. I wonder how will that affect his faith?
It's like postpartum depression. It's going to be a whole thing. I can't wait. I think it will.
I don't think it's gonna. I think he's gonna, because he got baptized and the whole thing. He's like a holy roller. When you're a holy roller, they don't really question it,
Yeah.
But I like that they're doing that on this show because it's unusual. It's actually kind of interesting that they have the white woman saying now that she doesn't believe in God, because it would be more shocking to black people when a black person says they don't believe in God. So it's kind of interesting how they did that.
But Rhonda's not your typical white woman, though.
Yeah.
She a road dog. She go hard. Rhonda's like, she got her weed in.
But that's what I'm saying. She's about to go real hard, because when she finds out,
it's
she's gonna lose it.
That's true. And then we've got Imani King Mason, who's also saying that Cookie had no chill this entire episode. What's going on with that? She straight up called Camilla a bitch multiple times and beat up Hakeem. I feel like Cookie's just in her regular form. You know how people are in like raw form? She's in her regular form.
She's in rare form. Yeah, no, Cookie.
Rare form. There it is.
We got you. Rare
Raw,
form.
Rare.
Hashtag not raw, but rare form. I agree. Cookie, look, it's like the mama bear. When you're messing with the cubs, you know the claws come out. We all saw The Revenant. That bear beat the shit out of Leonardo DiCaprio, right? That's Cookie with, and also too with Camilla. It's like alpha male, alpha female, alpha female. You know what I'm saying? And then Camilla's like coming for something that belongs to Cookie. So of course she's gonna be out of, throwing the M&Ms. And Camilla's fair. It's not like Camilla's some thought. Camilla looks amazing, so Cookie's like,
I'm glad Camilla's back.
Yeah.
But you know what else I love about the way, like the hardcore nature of Cookie, and just that they're bringing back that whole gangster theme of the family. Like you said, the red light when they were in the
club, the new meeting spot.
Right. But what I like about it is that anybody who's good in business has some gangster in them.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
Preach.
I mean, whether you actually were a gangster or you are just being a gangster CEO.
Yeah, you gotta hustle.
Right.
It's like
you
that
gotta
hustle.
But you gotta be hard. That stuff that they're showing, that is really what happens behind the scenes. So I actually like that they're showing that, even though it's still kind of, it makes it look like you're only like that if you grew up in that environment.
Right.
But the bottom line is the corporate world really functions that way.
Which we didn't talk about the whole CEO speech. Like, we're gonna leave that gangster rap behind, or gangsta feel behind us, and Hakeem's gonna make it more about the now.
Right. But I mean, think about what was the Marissa Tomei character, and what's her name? What's the model?
Camilla. Naomi Campbell.
I mean, everything they did, that was straight up gangster.
Right.
They took that thing over,
the
right?
Velvet, the Iron Fist and the Velvet Glove.
Right,
you know you have to be that way.
Right.
Well, going to Twitter, people, and thank you so much for all your tweets, everyone. You guys keep us in stitches all day with this Empire commentary. But they call me Bree. Her tweet was, same people smiling in your face are the same ones waiting for your downfall, with a picture of Anika coming through to the hospital to see Rhonda.
Talking about what's going on.
Girl, are you okay? okay?
What happened?
What happened?
Tell me what happened. So she wanted to know if do you remember? And then that's the point when she's like, I don't know, I tripped and fell. And it's like, she thinks she's in the clear.
But do you guys think that there's any possibility that it's not Hakeem's baby?
Oh. No.
And let me tell you why. You think it definitely is?
I for
because
sure
remember when she showed up at Hakeem's house and she wanted to have sex with him really bad that day. Remember?
Yeah.
And he shunned her away. I felt like maybe she wanted to do it with him again
so
to
she
make
could
it clear.
get pregnant.
Right.
To
Or
be
I
like-
think she's definitely pregnant, but I think she wanted to make it clear that it was his. Which is why I wonder if maybe it really is.
Probably. I mean, but was there ever a moment of Lucious? No, there was never a moment of Lucious during that time.
No, she didn't go back.
So.
Or, I mean, that would be hilarious.
That would be
But she was on her own for a while.
Yeah.
She could have been on that stroll with other people. She's like, no one loves me. I want to go get with everyone. Hey, you over here. Come here.
And you already said love is not part of it anyway.
No,
so who knows?
it's like get in and get out. So I'm back.
Get in and get out.
Crazy. At your girl_low on Twitter said, after tonight's #Empire episode, we'd just like to ask Yaz the Greatest one question. What are those?
What are those?
Wait, hold on. 3, 2, 1. What are those? Okay, and I had no clue. Starr was like, yo, Jay, do you know what that hashtag is? Like, the kids are saying it. I'm like, Starr, I'm 36 years old. What kids do I have?
So just to get everyone in the know, what are those, or what everyone is saying? They're pointing at their friends and they're going, what are those? They can be Bobos, they can be Nikes. It doesn't matter, but it's about the fact of like making fun of your friends a little bit.
Got it.
Now you got it.
Now
what
I know.
are those when it comes to that outfit? We've already discussed it. Are you still loving it? You're gonna rock it next week?
No.
No, thank goodness.
Absolutely not.
You said you were into
You said you
it a
were
little
gonna
bit.
wear it.
Oh, wear the Vans?
No, wear that
the
suit.
suit.
Oh.
Those are Dan Daniels. That's a different topic.
If I look, stream viewers on YouTube, everyone, if I can find a suit that is that ridiculously matchy-matchy,
You guys find him one.
I will rock it happily.
Tweet him one.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll put it on Instagram. I'll put it on every social media platform known to man.
And make it a
this
half
suit.
size
This is
too
going to be
small.
actually my mission,
We needed
too.
a half size too small.
And then I'll tweet at a schmedium, y'all. A schmedium.
Right,
And then I'll tweet at #EmpireAS. We didn't touch on the final scene
Yes.
with Lucious and Hakeem and the gun and Bunky's watery grave.
So,
Okay, first of all, I thought, they meet. You see Lucious with a gun, basically threatening his son, saying, listen, kill me now, homie, because if you don't kill me, I'm going to kill you.
Right?
Boom, mic dropped.
Right.
How do we feel about that?
I mean, it's very Lucious.
Very.
It's kind
Classic Lucious.
I didn't expect it, but the moment he was walking up, I was like, that is Bunky's grave. You know, that's where he got shot in the head. And it was interesting that he finally admitted to Lucious that he did actually shoot Bunky.
Right.
Because remember first half of this season?
He denied it.
Hakeem wanted to know the most. He wanted to know who killed my uncle Bunky, you know? So it's really interesting. I feel like it's going to mess with his head a little bit.
With
But it's going
whose?
to
Hakeem's
with
or-
Hakeem's. You know what I mean? Because he's like, dang, if my dad can kill his best friend of so many years, and I feel like it's going to mess with him a little bit. So we'll see where this.
And I don't think Lucious would really. I mean, it'd be
It's not gonna
shocking
happen.
if that happened in the storyline if they got rid of Hakeem. But I don't
not
think
happening.
Lucious could really kill his son. But you know what I love that what they do with the gun. I love the theme of the bullets as it relates to Lucious's mother.
Right,
There's
right.
that constant theme
Right.
of the bullets, and it shows you kind of that thinking of where Lucious comes from. And I think because he sees bullets and thinks of his mother, that he could never kill his son.
So we have to end the show by asking, do you think Lucious will end up on top by owning Empire again and being the CEO, or do you think it's going to be a struggle, and then once we get to the finale, he still doesn't have it?
Who knows? I will say I'm loving his chemistry with Cookie.
That's always.
I love that. They have a great relationship.
They totally do.
right?
It's awesome to see.
Yeah,
And
it's a ride or die relationship.
Ride or
Who doesn't
die.
want that, right?
And also, though, real quick, Hakeem could be flip-floppy as well because his PTSD, he was kidnapped, and we don't know what happened to them.
And we think he was raped.
We think, so there's
Did
all
you?
these.
You thought he was?
We
Because
totally thought he
kinda
was raped.
hobbled out of there a little bit.
Yeah.
We think he was raped.
He did kind of hobble
Sean was
out.
like, he hobbled out of there. Do you think he was raped?
We
No,
think
but
so.
I thought maybe he was just hurt. I don't think he was raped.
That was always a debate we had.
Okay.
But I mean, all will be revealed, ladies and gentlemen. All
right.
revealed.
All will be revealed. All right, so we'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. I'm Starr Session, and you can find me at Starr Session on all things social media.
There you go.
Give it up, Jason.
There you guys, Jason Carter. Find me on Instagram at Jason Carter Official.
And I'm Seanne Murray, and I'm at Seanne Murray on Twitter.
That's right. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to use the hashtag EmpireAS, and we'll see you same time, same place.
Bye.
So.
For more Empire After Show, click subscribe.